What is going on, everybody? I'm Rawstarr, and sitting across from me is CW, and you're listening to the Misfit Effect. So we've been gone for 2 weeks, but we're back. We're bringing you, some enjoyable topics today.
Enjoyable.
Very enjoyable.
Very enjoyable.
So, CW, do you want to introduce the topic?
How about you do it, Rawstarr?
Whispering makes it hard for me to edit, right?
Whispering makes it hard for you to edit.
See, this is why we're going to fight.
How much you going to edit?
This
How you going to edit a lot of things?
This is why me and him are going
What's
to fight.
the problem?
Anyway, today's topic is about plot lines. And this is why black people can't have nice things.
That's right. All right, let's get to it.
It's more about plot, things in movies that have plot lines and they just don't add up, or they just don't continue on with them.
He's talking about drop plot lines, drop plot lines and plot holes.
Because
how does this blah 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 blah? Ones that go beyond the suspension of disbelief.
Yeah, because I know the reason that made me think about this is I posted on my on my personal Facebook about Gremlins, and I just posed a question okay, the whole thing is that Gremlins cannot eat after midnight. So my question was, when can they eat? Because it doesn't give a specific time of when they can eat, and then it doesn't say if this gremlin was born here.
I have answers for all of this.
Go ahead. I want to hear you.
Okay. So it seems, based on the time thing, it's where, relation to the moon and the sun. So it's probably wherever that gremlin is, what would be considered that time. So that's probably just a rough estimate. What was another point that you brought up?
I said about them eating.
About them eating?
When can they eat?
During the day. But they have to hide from the sun during the day. So that means if they're sleeping, they probably eat around dusk, when the sun's at its lowest, but it's not completely dark, which would be closer to the time where they couldn't eat, which seems to be a time of complete darkness.
Yeah, but so
now, if it was a Mogwai in Alaska, I couldn't say.
I mean, because it doesn't
But they couldn't survive there because half the year would be sunlight. But I guess we're assuming they just rest during the day, but they might not. They might probably. I mean, I imagine they're furry creatures. They may live underground.
I mean, but going off of Gizmo, he's that's the only one that's got some act right, and he was awake during the day during the movie.
Okay, yeah. So when they rest, whatever, it sounds like he can eat during the day. And you're like, well, how do they wash them? And I'm like, well, a lot of animals have sand baths, and they're not considered dirty animals.
Yeah,
completely.
But he's furry. He's a furry.
So is a hamster.
Yeah, but
so are all those animals that live in the desert and clean their fur through sand baths and stuff like that, or guinea pig.
I've never seen a guinea pig bathe, so.
Oh. Hey man.
I mean, I'm just saying because I want to adopt.
I want to adopt me. He actually probably stinks, but
I want to adopt me a.
And I mean,
gremlin.
It could be one of those things where we're wondering, everything needs hydration or some kind of water source, right?
Yeah.
Then, but how something reacts to your skin may react different to your mucous membranes, your insides. So it could be like Mogwais can drink, but they can't get it on their actual fur in any substantial amount, or they'll pop out little things that eventually turn into gremlins.
Well, then that's a little...
And that shit's fucking...
And
if
then,
you look at one and just imagine if that was in real life, that'd be fucking scary. Like with the little razor-sharp teeth.
Yeah, it's like, it's only... And like...
Yeah, that first one was kind of oof.
Like, and like... Do their mouth...
gremlins and going off of something else. Do you see they're making another Critters?
No.
Yes. They're making another Critters.
You know, I've only...
They're really embracing the absurdity of the Critters franchise.
I've only seen, like, probably the first... Like, how many is it of them?
4?
I think I've only seen one of them.
Oh. Was it the first one where they had, like, a giant critter? Or is it because the second one only had, like, little critters and they turned into
I've only seen the first one, and it's been years.
You sure it was the first one? Because I feel like most people just saw the second one. Which is not really that different from the first one, to be honest.
I got to look back, but I know I've only seen one.
Okay.
I know it was a long, long time ago.
Maybe it was did Leonardo DiCaprio in it?
It's been years. It's like I've seen it, but it wasn't one of the movies I would say, yes, I've seen Critters.
Or was it in space? Oh.
It was a forgettable movie.
You're missing out on a very fun series.
It was,
I must say.
Yeah, I mean, like it's Catch-22.
What's the Catch-22?
I mean, some people will like really want to say, okay, this is a fun series, and others like, what in the world?
I mean, yeah, everybody has their opinions.
It's like I was telling someone yesterday that when me and someone who I work with sometimes are flying together, we will sit back and watch Sharknado, like one of the Sharknado movies, and it's like. People say, why would you reduce yourself to watch those movies? You know, and they're coming out with another one soon. So I think it's the sixth movie.
Sharknado. Shout out to Silent Film.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's like, anyway, but when we talk about the whole Gremlin thing, it's just, it would be interesting if you had one. How much care you have to go into.
I mean, if you look at it, you can see why no one's ever heard of one, and there was just one randomly in the shop because...
You killed them all?
Yeah. I mean, really think about it. Like, look what happened to a small town because there was one Mogwai there. One of them.
And a careless boy.
Yeah. Like, what if... You know what? Boom. Gremlins prequel set in China. Ancient China. There's Mogwais, and then they're just like totally bunches of fucking gremlins, and they're like, we gotta kill them.
Why don't you
kill them all?
Why don't you start the screenwrite for that?
Boom.
Write the screenwrite for it.
Gremlin. No, okay, that's more Japanese. Sorry.
Huh?
Gremlins, the prequel. What's the name? Gremlins, the Great Wall.
Pre-Gizmo.
Or you can just get really silly, and you can make it a new Gremlins movie, but you have like one of those old like conspiracy theorist guys like Gremlins have been involved in every major thing, and then it shows all like these pictures, and it's like a gremlin like.
It's kind of like I don't know if you've seen Legends.
They show like a picture.
It's just like
two gremlins like
they had
in a suit. Like
that's kind of what they did with Vandal Savage and Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh, they did. They saw like pictures of him like in the corner like.
It was kind of like they said like he's been like an influence of all these bad people,
and he's like
and they said like he's always there, but he's always like person number 8, and he's just in the corner like, and they just show a picture.
I love love how movies do that. Like, someone wouldn't... If somebody shows up with, like, 10 historical figures, you think before the 10th historical figure, someone would figure out, like, wait, this guy's in... Like,
I mean, and
what?
He's immortal, too. So
yeah,
it's like...
Who is this guy? He keeps showing up. This is crazy.
I mean, but if he like does something and then goes away for 30 years,
I guess. I'm just saying, think about nobody's gonna be like anybody looking at like history would be like, wait, who the fuck is this guy that keeps showing up?
I mean, because think about it, like, because World War I was 1914, so World War II is what 1938,
something like that.
So like. You got all that time.
I forget social studies.
Going away.
That's true. I'll give you that. But you still have to be like powerful at some level to have that kind of influence to show up in a picture. Like, hey, I'm just hanging out with Hitler.
I mean, but like, no, if I come whisper in your ear, like just happen to cross you,
that's
and
true.
like
When you say something good and it happens,
yeah,
you secretly make it happen behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right, man. I guess you're right. I can see why he could be influential on the world stage for so many years.
Yeah, I mean, like, but then you go away.
What plot holes and plot lines are we talking about?
You're the one who went into the.
We talked about Gremlins, and then we started talking about Legends Tomorrow.
Yeah, you was
all right.
you
Okay,
you
let's
vent
get back
you.
back on subject.
So
What movies do we want to?
We can talk about a few, but go ahead. Like, which one do you think has a major plot hole in the entire?
I don't really think about those sometimes, to be honest. I mean, if you name a movie, and then like, I think that's the issue with me. Like, sometimes if it's a big enough plot hole, I'll just be like, this movie's kind of bad. Instead of being like, oh, there's just a plot hole. Like, this didn't make sense. Because if you really, like, when you watch, like, what's that thing we always watch on YouTube?
Oh, honest trailers.
Yeah, honest trailers.
Or everything wrong with.
Everything wrong with, like, yeah, you can really pick apart a movie and be like, hey, this could have been changed at the beginning. If somebody was like, most movies, if everybody just communicated like I love this character, but I don't talk to them. If you just said like one sentence like, don't go down there, or don't go over there, or like, charge your phone, the whole movie would be like, nope, it's not going to happen. You solved it at the beginning.
That's kind of like how it should end.
Yeah.
Especially when they did the Ant-Man one, where he can just, shrink everything and just.
Yeah. But within the whole plot and having the drama and stuff, what's a big one with the plot holes? What movies have I been watching lately?
I mean,
damn, I guess I've been watching a lot of anime.
I mean, we could just destroy about how, and I didn't want to bring it up because it's such a horrible movie and it shouldn't be spoken of ever in existence. Right. It should be burnt, buried, burnt again.
I mean, if you try to talk about a movie I like, I don't want to enjoy it.
Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Evolution. Yeah. Dragon Ball Evolution.
Okay, so one day I started watching that when I was high, and I just fell asleep, I think. I fell asleep, and then I woke up like towards the end of the credits, and I was like, I guess I can say I kind of watched it, but it was horrible from the very beginning. Like, why? It doesn't even require live action. Just probably should have just pushed.
I mean, it can because if you saw the one they did on YouTube, I think I saw that. It kind of like fit in the whole thing.
Cool.
But the thing is, they changed the entire story. Like in that version, it was kind of like in the real version of the anime, whatever. He came from a different planet, crashed on Earth, was an evil kid.
He's basically Superman.
Yeah, and hit his head, and then became good, and he saved Earth. And this one, and in Evolution, he was a servant of Piccolo, King Piccolo. I mean, and for those of you who don't know, King Piccolo is dirt old, and wished his body to be young, and then he got a sidekick, an Asian sidekick out of nowhere. It's like
they're like, we're not gonna make Goku Asian.
Who are
we'll make
you?
Bulma Asian, wasn't it? Yeah, we'll make Bulma Asian,
and
but not because it's a Japanese thing. Oh, and then we'll have who's a good Asian actor that's getting kind of older. Oh yeah, Chow Yun-fat. That's good enough.
And it's like, okay, we're not even gonna let Goku kill his granddaddy. We're gonna have Piccolo kill his granddaddy.
Drama.
I'm like, no, that is the reason he left. He left home
I guess they just changed the story. I mean, I can understand that.
It's
a horrible execution.
But no, the man kept talking about airbending when he was talking about ki. when you blend the air. Exactly.
The thing is, I think a lot of things sometimes they try to explain it. Like, let's really explain it, but not in a fun way. Like, let's explain it so it makes sense. So, I'm watching something that's not real in reality, like not even possible in reality. I think I'll be okay if you don't explain how people fly.
And the people who
just be like, oh, they fly. Okay.
And the persons who are watching this mainly are, fans of the actual
Yeah, they're
show.
already okay. Yeah, they're like, you don't need to.
You don't have to hold my hand into this. We've been here.
I think it would have been better if they would have put money into like an animated project and really pushed that and promoted that. I mean,
because I didn't mind it being live action. I was looking forward to it, and I feel that like if done right, a lot of live actions can be good. And
name one based on an anime that's not a Japanese production, because when they make a live action one in Japan, they still have fun with it. They're like, hey, I know it's ridiculous, but it's still going to be ridiculous.
I'm not saying so. Like, here in America, they can't do it, right?
No, they can't. They can't do
not,
it right.
Not a Japanese animation one, because I would say the way they did Assassination Classroom in Japan was when they did a live action was okay.
Yeah, I see. That's the thing to keep it like.
I heard, I heard another was really good via their way that they did it.
But I feel like another is like a horror suspense kind of thing, so it's easier to do.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not another. I'm sorry. Erased.
Yeah.
Erased. So, and I feel they did that really, really well. So I'm saying it's catch-22 because I feel like their Hagenai was horrible. So it just really depends on how it is done. But I just feel the way that they brutalized Dragon Ball Evolution, they all deserve to be smacked.
Smacking sound.
Yeah, that's smacking sound. But yeah, so it's just. I just have like, when you say honest trailers, they really do bring up a lot of things or stuff that really destroys movies.
Yeah,
because you look at it like,
yeah, why didn't they do that?
Or
it makes movies really predictable. You're like, oh, because it's like, oh. What's that? Dostoevsky's gun? No, or that's Chekhov's gun. It's like if a gun shows up in the first act, it's got to be used by the third act. Like, movies really are a lot of. I mean, sometimes I'm surprised. Like, you'd be like, "Oh shit!"
Almost every movie is predictable though, because, we
watch so many.
Ignore the fact that usually the good guy wins at the end. Ignore that obvious part of movies, whatever. Mm-hmm. But when it comes down to, a very action-y person with only one star, whatever, at some point the villain is going to capture the lead person and say, yes, my goal is to kill everybody in Spain, and then burn everybody in Portugal and tell them everything that he wants to do. And then
I'm going to tie you up right next to the explosives.
I'm going to tie you up right here. And then I'm going to leave. And then I'm going to leave my $1,000,001 and my $1,000,002 to kill you. And then while he's on his way to his little yacht or a plane, the hero has untied the rope, and then you got the $1,000,001 it's like, so you thought you were gonna get away, you was gonna kill us all, but you failed, and now you about to die. And then he says, "No, I'm not about to die. You are." And then he gets up and kills them all, and then he starts chasing the villain, and then the villain is like,
I can't believe you're alive. Last time I saw you, you were about to die.
It's like, why don't you just shoot him?
Just shoot him in the head.
Yeah,
just shoot him in the head. You think you're gonna escape? Blow.
And then
credits.
If they take a hostage,
explosion.
They take a hostage. Like, yes, I'm gonna kill them dead. And then they say, no, we're gonna wait. We're just gonna hold them around. And then the hero comes back like, I'm here to save you.
Like, some of the stuff doesn't make sense. Okay, so the guy, we've done something to the hero. Now he's taking out his revenge on us. Oh no, let's do some more to the hero. Or let's kidnap somebody he loves. Instead of let's just disappear from wherever the hero can see for a while and then just continue what we're doing. Like Taken. If they're I have a certain set of skills that can, blah, blah, blah. Be like, let's drop this motherfucker's daughter off. We got one girl. I'm not about to deal with this. He sounds scary. He sounds like he'd just kill a black dude randomly in the street. Ooh, was it too soon? Was it too soon? I still like your movies, Liam Neeson's. I could understand that. I mean, can't just go around killing white people, but I can understand somebody being angry enough to want to because, various things has happened to them. But, hey, I'm neither on side because none of that stuff's happened to me. So,
you got a point
that really, yeah.
I will find you.
Yeah,
and
I'll find you and kill you. Like, what the fuck? No. Usually people cry and be like, how much money you want? I don't want this. As soon as people start showing up dead, I'd be like, hey, drop her ass off at the Eiffel Tower, and we out. We selling the other one. Doesn't he even say whatever about the other girl? Whatever.
Yeah.
You got the other girl.
I mean,
give me my daughter back.
Just kill her. She's dead. Bye.
Oh no. Nah. No. Nah. Because I think that was the only.
I mean, what
in that movie? That was his only method of only reason. What is that other Taken's about? Basically, him because they didn't give her ass back. It's just back and forth. Oh, those are my nephews or my sons, so we gonna take you, and then we're gonna take your wife, and then they did kill her mama in the throat. And they said, "Fuck you, Famke Jensen, you dead." So, and then framed him, I think. Anyway, it's just escalation. If they would have just gave her back when he was yeah, I got these skills, and they're like, oh, okay. Or why are you gonna even taunt the dude? Hey, yeah, good luck. Just be we'll just drop her ass off.
So, I mean, it wasn't. Some of these villains deserve what they
just be
get.
this motherfucker's talking reckless on the phone, and somebody be man, if a motherfucker was talking reckless, and you already talking to his daughter, and he's I'm gonna come get you. You might want to give that motherfucker's daughter back. Like I said, we got one already. Okay, the Saudis gonna have to be good with one. Mm-hmm. I'm just assuming those were Saudis at the end.
You know what I just thought about? I just thought about something completely off the hinges. But
what?
Okay, and like people are going to.
What?
I'm not going to talk about the time travel part of this.
Time travel
Of Back to the Future, but think about this. Okay, the whole opening story is the fact that he stole money from these dudes, and not money, but the
uranium
from the dudes,
plutonium, whatever.
and then they come
From the Libyan terrorists.
They kill him at the beginning, and then at the end, like he's wearing a vest, whatever. And all they do is crash into a like a cut thingy. They don't die.
So, like, what happened?
Yes, like
I thought don't they cover that like in one of those like the newspaper or something? It says like a little article about some Libyan terrorists. I thought.
No, they don't. They don't bring it back.
When you look at the changed newspaper, it says something about them.
No,
I can't remember.
The whole the newspapers don't come in until the second one.
Oh, do they explain in the second one?
No, in the second one it shows.
Yeah, it has to do with it has nothing to do with that, right?
Earth Angel, man, when he played that song and the people appeared, that changed the time continuum.
He's talking about Earth Angel. He's talking about the parents getting married. I'm talking about I'm talking
about when he had
come closer. You want to talk to us? You gotta be on if you want to talk. You gotta bring that voice over here. But no, like what he's talking about is the entire fact that the picture was fading and he was dying, and then he gave Chuck Berry the idea to do Johnny Be Good, and yeah. We just gonna throw that out there, and the entire Pat Boone era. Anyway, we're not gonna talk about that. No. But yeah, they never mentioned the terrorists again. They just
Maybe they thought they killed him, so maybe they just skedaddled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that.
No, because in the second one, he got it's in the paper. It says he got commended and shaking hands with somebody. So if I didn't think I killed you then, I'm gonna come back and kill you.
Yeah, but we also don't know what else happened in between the time in the first one and the completely altered timeline at the end of the first one. Because things are, he still gets shot, but things are a little different. And then when he shows up in the second one with a car that doesn't need
roads,
or the uranium.
Yeah, because it runs on gas.
Yeah, it runs on trash.
Yeah, but
cold. Was it cold fusion?
Cold fusion and gas. Because if you want to talk, you got to come a little bit closer.
I can't hear because you
got to come in to hear on the mic. And that's what he's saying.
I heard exactly what he said, sir.
Yeah, but you're coming. Come next to me and talk. Today on the Mrs. Podcast, we have a man. We're gonna call him E, and E is talking behind us, and we're trying to get him to come because what he's saying is very insightful and very prominent to what we're discussing. But he wants to talk 50 feet away and like near the restroom, and he doesn't want to be on here. But he wants to add his input. But his input is very vital. I mean, come on, Lori Beth Denberg. Give us your vital information.
Who's that again?
I'm Lori Beth Denberg, and I'm here with vital information for your everyday life. All that.
Wow. Wow, you went way back. This is
No, it's on my mind fresh because they're bringing it back. And one of my friends was on all that. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. She was the The one girl.
Mandy.
Yeah, with chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back, it's just weird. It was really weird. I mean, it was funny because it was just really weird.
I mean, everything in that show was weird, though, almost. I mean, you basically had like a very stereotypical character with the foreign exchange student. You had a business that should have went out of business in Good Burger because no one ever got their food right. And I wouldn't trust any of the workers.
The Good Burger, the Good Burger.
You had a repairman that messed up everything. You know, repairman, man.
Repairman, man. Or that one girl that was pretty, played Ross Perot. There were some really talented children on that show.
Mm-hmm. Where are they now?
I mean, some of them have careers.
I mean,
some of them don't look like they've aged at all.
I mean, in some
are living regular lives.
Some are,
and that's okay.
Some are SNL.
Oh yeah, one.
No, one. Well, one audition, he didn't make it.
Hey, yeah, I hear all kinds of people audition.
I mean, from that show, they were deciding between those two, and Keenan won and Kel didn't.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. And then Kel was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna make this dance battle movie with Cedric the Entertainer." Do you remember? Because I watched it in 2015. It was
no, I don't remember that.
Where Kel played the hero and the villain. It was.
I don't remember that.
I don't know if somebody was trying to. It was like a tax shelter or something, but it was not good. I mean, it's good enough if you watch it like as if it's bad, then it's good. I mean, it's bad. It's like bad, but it's funny because you're like, this is bad. Ha ha ha! What happened, man? Maybe you should have took that money from this movie and invested in real estate.
I mean, he's doing whatever he does now. He's making
money.
I
mean, he's out there. He's doing his thing. Poor. I'm not really hating. I'm just making jokes.
I'm just thinking where, but it doesn't be thing because I have been blocked.
But he's funny.
I have been blocked on Facebook not Facebook, but on Twitter by some of these child actors before, so it's interesting.
Really? Because you be saying stuff like, "Where the fuck was them? I thought they was dead."
No, because remember we did do our Kel video a long time ago.
Our what?
Our Kel video.
Kel? Oh, we did.
We did a Kel video in
was I getting high back
in
then?
2014.
Oh yeah.
But no, because Urkel blocked me on Twitter.
Oh. That's right. Why did Urkel block you?
Urkel? I'm sorry.
I mean, he's got a name.
Jaleel White.
Jaleel White.
Jaleel White blocked me for the most, I would say the most stupidest reason because I wasn't insulting him. I didn't say anything. I just tagged him inside of the video.
What's the video?
The video was of him rapping. And literally the tweet only said, check out.
He was like, fuck this. No. He's like, we're not about to start this on Twitter today. He's like, block. We're not about to start this chain where people be like, oh yeah, he was a rapper.
It was two songs.
But wait, you said check out Urkel.
I said check out Urkel Jaleel White. Because he was Urkel then.
You should have just said Jaleel White.
He was Urkel.
You should have said he got
Look
skills.
at the video. He was
Urkel in the video?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah. You need to chill out. That was his career. That's why he got money now.
Yeah, I mean, it was two videos. One that he wasn't Urkel and one that he was Urkel. The one that he was Urkel was the one that.
Wait, I didn't do the Urkel because I always convinced because I was about to start singing it, but then I was like, no, that's Duke the Bartman.
Well, if you count Do the Urkel, that's 3. But
shit!
I wasn't counting that one. It was one that it was called.
What was it like?
I forget the way it
Want
goes.
some cheese?
But he's rapping. He's rapping. This is him rapping as Urkel for a ABC thing, something like that. And he's rapping as Urkel. And I just said, look at Urkel and Jaleel White and like that at Jaleel White, whatever. And then it was just of him. And that's all I said.
Like they really used to play him. I know they did some plot development, character development over the years. But like Urkel was a baller. And a genius.
Yeah.
He was pretty much good at every like sport he ended up playing. Like, what was?
Well,
he's like, I like cheese.
He couldn't climb a rope.
He couldn't. Oh yeah, he couldn't climb a rope, but he could like do a layup and like put the ball between his legs as he's doing a layup.
Yeah.
But he couldn't climb a rope.
Yeah, I remember the rope.
And then he could make it like a gene splicing clone machine in his basement.
And he like
I needed the government to send a government assassin to kill Steve Urkel.
On the side,
no, all that genius.
On a side note,
he was worried about some pussy next door, and he could have changed the world.
Myra looked better than
for real. Rest in peace. But then did you see them titties?
Oh, rest in peace. And she was dating like Jamal Warner, right? Or were they really good?
I don't know who she was with. I mean, she was fine though.
But she was.
Yeah, wow. She looked to me. I was like, well, Lord Winslow. Like, but I do like how they organically, as Steve started to change, he was like, I'm actually less like the Steve you liked in the beginning. Yeah, and more like changing. Like, so that was kind of organic. That was kind of cool.
But the thing is,
but then there was like,
so it's like, so I got to change who I am and every bit about me for you to even look at me, mother. No.
Oh yeah, I guess it does send a bad message. Like this woman's down for you this whole time, and you change and being like, "Fuck you, bitch." Yeah. I'm going to change for Laura.
Yeah, she liked his little.
Who's dissing me all the time for years. She liked his
little poker.
Oh wait, I did that. I did something like that. Never mind.
Yeah,
never mind. Never mind. I've been Steve Urkel before.
Listen to Ruben Stutter's song. Why you wanna change me? I'm sorry.
I can't even remember how that goes. I know that was hot when that was. Man.
But anyway, you asked about the Urkel song. It's like if you want to do the Steve Urkel dance, all you gotta do is hitch up your pants.
Oh,
yeah.
And then it's like, wait, wasn't that on Step by Step?
It's on Step by Step it was on 3 different shows.
Wow.
It was on Step by Step.
Remember when they used to do the
Full House
preview for
Full
TGI
House
Friday
and
TGIF?
Family Matters. So it's on Family Matters, Step by Step, and Full House.
Wow.
Because he had met with Stephanie in Full House, and he had met with.
You know, it
would
be cool.
What was the butch girl on Step by Step? The manly girl he got with her, and the thing is, it's like, why is Urkel around all these little kids? But
he was a teenager.
So,
wow.
Yeah,
they're like, yeah, Steve. Man,
are you doing the sex?
Who's this random nerdy black guy?
Out of nowhere.
With bad posture. Stand up straight, sir. Nobody said, bring your shoulders back. He was like, nah, I'll bring it. I'm Stefan Urkel now. And
speaking of Stefan Urkel, so Laura had got what she wanted with Stefan Urkel. And then when he proposed to her, she was going to say yes. And then they left Disney World, and she's changed her mind. And then I'm not ready yet. And then he proposed again, and then she said yes to Steve. Yep.
She's messed up. Why?
Why? And
Why?
Then she was dating. She was dating Steve, and Steve.
You know what's kind of like? It's kind of like Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, with
Mary Jane and Gwen Stacy, because Gwen Stacy is a lot more like Spider-Man. She's a nerd, she likes science and stuff, and she's totally into it. Like, yeah. But okay, she dies. But
Yeah, at least she's dead.
yeah, she had to die for it to be like, okay, I guess you're gonna be with this girl this other girl you like. Steve chooses. Well, I guess that's what happens. Guys choose girls that they want, not the girls that are like them, that want them.
But the thing is, like at the time, she was like Laura was dating Steve and Stefan.
That's crazy. You're basically dating twins. I know it's the same person, but it's twins.
Yeah,
2 different personalities. Fucking 2 dudes.
It's like
brothers.
Yeah,
2 sides of the same coin. The same person, kinda, but not really. Not even the original person.
Yeah, like
yeah,
you're taking a duplicate.
You're a genetic freak.
I'm okay with
A genetically engineered and designed, personality molded to be cool. What the fuck? You were like, can I choose between this flesh robot and this original person? She chose the original person.
I bet you can call him a flesh robot.
But this man created a flesh robot. And then fuck out. Steve Urkel is actually a supervillain. Didn't he do that shit to Carl too?
Did he?
Do the thing where he separated like cool Carl and like geeky. Didn't he clone?
No, he didn't clone him. He went to the transformation chamber.
Yeah,
from cool Carl to very, very nerdy Carl.
Yeah.
So he didn't switch body. He just
Same thing. That's even weird.
I mean, the same thing he did with I'm
calling the police on Steve Urkel.
What's that man name? The big brother.
Eddie. Yeah.
I actually saw him a few weeks ago. So yeah, he was at my event I did.
Oh, cool.
And he was at the Urban X thing last year.
Hey, check him out.
Yeah, so it's just you randomly.
He's like, I'm out here. Yeah.
It's just you see random people out
Eddie
here.
Winslow.
And that's what
are your friends now?
Even though his name is Darius McCrary, it's like
it's Eddie Winslow. What what else let's be real.
He was in Kingdom Come.
Yeah. There was something else he was in. I can't remember it though.
I don't know.
That's
what I know from.
Hopefully we'll see him some more stuff soon.
From him getting high in Kingdom Come.
No, there was something else that I really enjoyed. I think I really enjoyed him in. But I can't remember what it is. I'm serious. Like, I think his performance was great, but I can't remember the movie. I can't remember what it was.
Because I know.
Anyway,
the actor that played Laura doesn't act anymore.
Hey,
But yeah, he is kind of a super villain as in Urkel.
Yeah, like really just violating people's space and rights, experimenting on his neighbors, bursting in their house, eating their food, all under the specter like we're friends.
He made a teleportation device to France.
What? Think about these things.
And they never brought that back up either. That he made a teleportation device.
Teleportation. And he worried about the girl next door. All kinds of mental problems. And everybody's stupid. Because you should have been exploiting Steve at the same time. You should be like, I got a fucking genius next door. Like, let's make some money.
Yeah.
Let's make some money. You
like,
could have been like, hey, Steve, we're going to go to Vegas this weekend. We'll get some hookers and some blow. And let's talk about some projects. And boom, your life is set.
Or this man, he made like the duplication thing, whatever. Mm-hmm. He never just duplicated money.
I mean, that would be counterfeit money. But
would it be counterfeit?
Yeah, it would. Because if you duplicated it, it would have the same serial numbers. It'd be counterfeit. But hey, you're thinking of the right thing. You're thinking of the right idea.
I mean,
he
but
could have
like-
done a lot of things. He could have took a gold bar and
Yeah.
duplicated that.
Okay, yeah. Give me a whole bunch of gold bars.
See, yeah.
And just make
Or
it like,
materials we actually need.
like what?
Just anything that needs more than one if he's making it out of some fucking, TV magic. I'm just saying, Steve's abilities were wasted in that
That need to be
that universe.
That needs to be the entire podcast. The wasted abilities
shit.
of Steve.
Yeah,
Urkel.
in the we'll say in the Perfect Strangers universe. His abilities were wasted in the Perfect Strangers universe.
But we hit 40. Let's wrap this one up really quick.
Yeah, we gotta go.
If you want to follow Mr. CW,
Yeah, follow me.
his Instagram is Jess_genetics_Chris. Also, his fine facility, his fitness facility is CC Fitness LA. That's the same thing on Twitter and the same thing on the Facebook. If you want to find me, it's RAWSTARR on the Instagram and on Twitter.
And if you're not on social media, find me at www. Did I miss a W?
No.
Three W's.
3 W's.
.ccfitnessla.com.
And if you want to find me, it's rawstarcommunications.com or both of us at burbankmisfits.com, which lists everything that I do personally. It lists everything that CW does personally. And
I'll
it
be doing
also
too much betraying.
has all of our all our podcast and social media stuff on there. And yeah, so we will see you all next week. And thank you for listening.
Thanks. Appreciate it.